today. We are finally getting back to work on the RX-7. It's been a busy week or so and I haven't had the chance to just sit and get the engine out. But it was put in here just as a mock-up. So like I don't have the turbo drain drilled in the pan, things like that. And then I still need to pull the exhaust off and get that wrapped. And I actually still have to put the wastegate in. I haven't done that yet. So we still got to get that done. But yeah, I need to pull the exhaust system off, pull the alternator bracket off, and get this thing out. I might see if I can pull the trans out with it. I don't know if I will, but I'm gonna try that first. Nah, I might just put a floor jack under the transmission and I can get most of the bolts from up here. All right, let's get to work. Alright, we got the engine and trans out all in one go. And naturally my battery died right as we were about to lift it out of there.
Hey, you missed all of our talented work.
Yeah, we made it look super easy. There we go. Power glide. What are the odds I can do this my first attempt?
Have you changed the shaft yet?
No.
Oh.
That's why I was trying to pull this one out. There we go. There's the input shaft for a power glide. Now I gotta run back inside and grab the other one.
Oh.
Dang it. Here, you can have fun filming.
All right. Yep. Garage number 2. That's gonna be a badass toy when it's done. A little scared of hoods. You know what happens when you lose a battle with a Jeep hood that falls on your head? You get a fast trip to the ER. Yeah. I did not like that. Yeah, screw them hoods. Lots of work to be done. All right, he's got the new shaft. We'll see how talented he is at putting it back in.
About right to me.
Huh.
Yeah, this one's supposed to be like a in-between length because I don't remember what it exactly is, but the two ratios for this are like 176 and 182, and there's a difference in length for the shafts for those, so they made this kind of in between so it'll work in either one.
Yeah, master the art of changing my band-aids last night. Looks a lot better now. 10 gallons of blood shooting out of it.
I have to try and spin it from back there to wiggle something. There we go. She's in. El Capitan. I gotta pull this flex plate off and steal the flex plate on spacer off that. Oh. Which I think we might be able to get to. Oh yeah, no problem. So I got the oil pan drilled, but I don't have a drill bit big enough, so I'm gonna have to go and steal a step drill or something like that. I thought I had another one, but I can't find it, so maybe I never bought it. But while I'm waiting on that, because that'll take care of the bottom end and everything there, the thing left to do with the actual turbo kit is mount the waste gate I don't know why I said that so weird, but I'm going to use this piece right there because I want the wastegate, since I'm only running one, as close to the turbo as possible. That way any like reversion or anything can help with it bleeding off. You know, I don't know if I'm making sense, but I know what I'm thinking. And then aside from tapping the oil port on the side of the pan, the engine will be pretty much ready. And the only thing keeping everything from going back in is just the converter that I'm hopefully going to pick up tomorrow. And then I'll get that all bolted back together, drop it in the car. I did clean up the engine bay a little bit. It doesn't look like it right now because it's like kind of grungy, but I pulled a bunch of wiring out that wasn't getting used. Pretty much the only stuff in there now is just like the stuff running to inside and then the headlights. That's all the wiring that's out here. And then the only line left is this brake line coming over. All the stock fuel lines and everything like that, all the brackets for it are all deleted. Well, not deleted, they're just down right there. But and then I got the choke cable out of there, the stock transmission, the stock throttle cable out of there. Like, here's a lot of the stuff that I pulled out that I'm holding on to because I'm going to reuse some of it, like this positive cable to the starter, because I'm going to most likely put the battery in the back, because the battery did mount right here, but this is where my charge pipe's going to go up to the throttle body, so I'm going to have to cut a hole here, and the battery's not going to fit there anymore. And then this is the starter wire, so that's all that's going to be in the engine bay. So I'm going to get this exhaust pipe finished up real quick, and then I think that'll probably be it for today. Alright, it has been 3 days since I sat the camera down when I was trying to finish up the exhaust on the car. I don't know if I can express this enough, but I'm trying to get work done on the car and just other people's shit keeps coming up. Some of it's my shit, some of it's housework, but it's tough to get things done lately. But I've got a few minutes here, I'm feeling good. I got my new Snake Eater hoodie. I love Brad, go check his shit out. Most of you guys know who he is, you follow Sloppy Mechanics, but I got a few parts in for the car. Please ignore the mess. Like I said, it's been just busy as heck everywhere lately. I have not had time to just sit and clean everything up, but oh my god, it's driving me absolutely crazy. But I got some exhaust wrap for everything to keep all the heat inside the pipes and blasting through the turbo. Here's my solution for the radiator hoses. Is just some 1.5 inch exhaust pipe. I wanted to go with aluminum, but I can't weld aluminum, and I'm trying to do most of this myself and not outsource much of it. I got a couple buddies that would weld it for me, but like I said, I don't like inconveniencing anyone else with my shit, so I'm trying to do as much as I can, even if it costs me like the little bit of heat dissipation that aluminum could give the advantage over steel here. So this was only 25 bucks for both of these pieces. I showed you guys the new turbo shaft earlier, stole the 6.0 flex plate off the 6.0 over there with the spacer. Already checked, it will work with a turbo 400 converter, which is what I'm going to use for this. I got 3-inch down pipe or side exit pipe for the car. Here is my 3-inch V-band, because the first time I ordered one, I accidentally ordered 3.5 inch. I don't know why I did that, but we're good there. And then for the radiator piping, because I mean, I was trying to find like some actual hose to do it, but I couldn't find any that were like the weird adapter sizes, because like that radiator, I'm pretty sure it will work, to be honest. Regardless, I'm going to use it for a while, see if it does work, because you know, it might. And I really like to kind of myth bust things and prove how stupid I am. Anyway, that has 1-inch outlets. Obviously that's 1.5, so I got a bunch of these. Well, not a bunch, I got 3 of these little silicone couplers coming. This one will go from 1.5 to 1.25. This one I'm just going to use straight radiator hose because they're both 1.5. And then 1.5 to 1 inch for the radiator side. And then I can weld these up however I need to route them clear of everything. And I'm pretty sure that'll work. How many more times can I say pretty sure? Then I got this boy all welded up. This is going to be the wastegate mount. It's going to be just like that. And my tiny little ass air compressor just does not have the guts to make these full cuts. Like, I did that and it was starting to die off, so I'm like, you know what, screw it. I'll just take my time and drill a bunch of holes and then just smash it out real quick. You guys see that? So I'm just going to drill a bunch of holes all the way around it and just knock it out. But my dang old drill died. And that's my fault. I've left it off the charger for a while. But I'm gonna get this knocked out, hopefully tonight, and then we can finally call it a day on this video, because this has been, I think, like 3 or 4 days in the making. It's getting excessive. This is just a quick little thing. And I still have to go get the converter from Scott. Dang it. All right, let me get this done. May not be the best way to do it or the quickest way to do it, but god dang it, it's happening. There we go. Just have to clean it up, bend this part back, clean all those edges up. No problem. I'm a firm believer that on a long enough timeline I can figure any problem out. Not the way I wanted to do this, but we figured it out. Usually, I don't know why, but anytime I go to weld on something of mine, and I consider myself a pretty decent welder, but whenever I try to weld on something of mine, I completely fuck it up. I don't know what it is. Like, look right in here. That's hideous, absolute trash. These aren't too bad. Thank God. I finally got one win on this car. All right, so the only things left to do for the hot side is the oxygen sensor bungs. I don't have those right now, but let me get this all thrown back together for a final fitment check, because I want to make sure that everything's still good. Oh man, that took way longer than it should have. But the hot side is all done aside from the oxygen sensor bungs, and I got everything mocked up here. You can see kind of how the exhaust is going to be. I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use the new fresh pipe. But this is how it's going to be. As you can see, I'm going to turn this a little bit more, but everything there is all good. It does clear everything, and I'm just going to have the dump pipe off that come and join right into here. I'm gonna get this one all like finish welded, let it all completely cool off, and then do this one so that it comes right into here. But there we go. That is how it's gonna look. I'm freaking excited, man. That thing is gonna be sick. Sick, sweet, nasty, gnarly. Hell yeah, dude. That thing is hanging on by a thread. All right, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. I'll see you next time. See you.